Spider-Man just got a new suit, Doctor Doom just became the Sorcerer Supreme, and now they have to stop an evil god and his evil sirens from destroying the multiverse. That is the premise of the new series called The 8 Deaths of Spider-Man, where Doctor Doom becomes Sorcerer Supreme and gives Spider-Man 8 lives and a new suit and more powerful abilities. But will this be enough for Spider-Man to protect the multiverse from this evil god?
When Miles Morales is accused of killing Captain America before it even happens, the tension in this moment is at its max, as Captain Marvel becomes obsessed with preventing future crime. And she's ready to go out guns blazing to make this happen. Miles then has a nervous breakdown and even almost considers removing his mask in order to help prevent this from happening. Just then, Captain America comes over and consults Miles, telling him whatever he wants to do, he should do. And Miles just says, "I want to go home," and Cap just lets him. But this infuriates Captain Marvel, who wants to arrest him for a future crime that he hasn't even committed yet. And this is when Black Panther steps in and says, "If you want to chase after Miles, you're going to have to go through me." Ultimately saying, if you go after him, you're waging war on Wakanda, and that will not end well for you.
This is one of the funniest Deadpool fourth wall breaks in history. During an adventure, Spider-Man and Deadpool are on their way through this tunnel system, and Deadpool just starts doing his thing. His fourth wall breaking, talk to us, talking to the characters, talking to everybody involved, right? And after a while, Spider-Man's just like, who are you talking to? Like, stop talking to yourself kind of thing. And in this moment, Deadpool says, well, I don't even know who I'm talking to, and tries to get Spider-Man to reveal his identity, causing Spider-Man to take off his mask. And when he takes off his mask, Deadpool is shocked to see that his face is blank. Following this, Deadpool starts cussing out the writers and saying that they're preventing this moment from happening, as he even tries to get Spider-Man to reveal his name, and his name gets blanked out to Deadpool. And this moment comes from Spider-Man and Deadpool, issue number 42. If you like more Marvel stuff like this, make sure you like and subscribe.
Kaine Parker is the Jackal's first attempt at cloning Peter Parker. Although it thought that this cloning process was a success, come to find out there was a flaw, and he had this degenerative cell disease. Over time, this degenerative disease was cured. Kaine is known as a anti-hero slash ally slash partner to both Ben Reilly and Peter Parker. He has a lot of the same attributes that both Peter Parker and Ben Reilly do, including super strength, super speed, super stamina, super durability, but also has a regenerative healing factor and what's referred to as the mark of Kaine, meaning every time that he defeats someone, it leaves a mark on their face burning into their skin. And that one might be a bit biblical. He also has the sting of Kaine, which are bone-like structures that come out of his wrist like Wolverine's claws, as well as night vision. He also has a monstrous transformation. Some of these powers have been retconned over the years, but these are the ones that he's known to have throughout his comic book career. And he also becomes the Scarlet Spider. Although originally designed as a clone of Peter Parker, he has now become one of the most beloved members of the Spider-Verse. Let me know who your favorite variant of Spider-Man is in the comments down below.
And as always, make sure that you like and subscribe.
After falling into a deep depression, Spider-Man goes to seek counsel from his multiverse counterparts. This council is made up of some of the most badass Spider-Man throughout the multiverse. As he begins to express his problems, the Spider-Men say, "Oh man, you're so lucky. You've won a Nobel Peace Prize. You got this, all that." Following with, "Maybe you should just give up on being Spider-Man. Maybe that will make you happy." As Spider-Man is confused, he starts to look around and is like, "You guys are totally screwing with me, aren't you?" As the rest of them all burst out laughing and confirm that all of their lives are just as terrible as his, and they all have depression, making it an oddly sweet moment for Peter Parker. And this moment comes from Amazing Fantasy issue 1000. And if you like more Marvel stuff like this, make sure you like and subscribe. Penn beats Deadpool in a poker game, and his prize, Deadpool and Teller have to swap places for a day. And in this time, Penn does the most gruesome tricks he can with Deadpool, knowing that he's going to be okay, as Teller, as Deadpool, gets into this massive battle with these magicians with Spider-Man, in which Teller outsmarts the magicians and Spider-Man captures them. So this leads to the following week, everyone showing up for the gruesome show that they saw with Deadpool, just for Penn and Teller to not be able to perform those tricks ever again. After witnessing New York get overrun by demons, Peter takes a stroll outside just to find a little demon being picked on by a bigger shark demon. In this moment, Peter saves the little demon from the shark demon, and this little demon becomes obsessed with Spider-Man. While this is going on, Chasm is creating what is called the Insidious Six, which is just a stranger version than the Sinister Six. After showing up back home in a Spider-Man costume saying that he wants to be just like Peter Parker, the Insidious Six chase him out and tell him that he is a fool and that he is a villain, not a hero. After walking through the streets, he runs into another demon that wants to make his dreams come true. So it fuses his Spider-Man shirt with a symbiote, which creates a Spider-Man symbiote that allows him to live out his dreams and fight along Spider-Man to defeat the Insidious Six. After killing Peter Parker, Deadpool waits for Peter's soul to arrive in hell. After searching everywhere for his soul, he realizes Peter's nowhere to be found. After this, he makes a deal to bring Peter back to life so he can unplug it and plug it back in. After killing Peter a second time, he realizes that's not how hell works, and they don't make mistakes like that. This makes Wade realize that Peter's not evil, in which he has to go to Limbo to find out where he is. After Wade gets to Limbo, he finds Peter fighting Mysterio's illusions. After helping him defeat Mysterio, he makes a deal with Lady Death and Mephisto to bring Peter back to life for the final time, in which he apologizes and vows to find and kill the person that framed him for all of these horrific science experiments that he thought that he did, which caused him to kill him in the first place. This leads them to team up to take down Patient Zero, who was behind this entire thing. But that's only just the beginning of the story.
Miles Morales just got one of the coldest suits ever in the wildest way possible. So if you know anything about aliens, you know that there are face huggers. So in this moment where Hulk is mourning the loss of a fellow Avenger, they realize that there must still be a face hugger inside the room that they're in. So as they're looking for it, it jumps right onto Miles's face, and everyone's freaking out, being like, what's going on? Should we burn him? How do we do this? And at this moment, all the black from Miles' suit begins to move onto the face hugger and remove it. And what we don't realize is that Miles actually had a symbiote in his suit the entire time. And the symbiote merges with the face hugger, then jumps back onto his suit to give him the coldest Spider-Man suit of all time.